Howdy, howdy, this is Blue Otter, and today we are playing Check-In. We're going to continue in Cleveland. Hotel chain is expanding. A 2-star hotel is being built in Cleveland. Select the service standards by... Okay, we're going to be doing a budget right here. Can we do either side? I think I want to do over here. Wait. I want to check something. First, build rooms of simple shapes and small sizes. Okay, now we've got those. Now the circumstances allow us to build a room with a balcony. Okay, so we have different shapes than we did last time. Extend the elevator shaft up. Yep. We also have more money too. Oh, we need a 3rd floor. Yep. Why are you needing... Sometimes you have to think one step ahead. Let's build a big room to make space for the kitchen. So we come over here. Yep. Now switch to the services tab. And we're going to do this one over here. You need services room on each level. If you need service rooms on each level, don't forget about them. Oh, so we have over here. So am I going to make services all on this side, or... A room can be built to eliminate the gap between the balcony and the elevator. So here's that one. Don't forget to always hire at least one porter. Okay, so we didn't get the extra porter there. So there's that one. And now we're on to wave 1. Okay, so we have 43% are going to be in a... I'm gonna say double vertical, 29% double horizontal, 14% in a T, and 14% in an inverted L. 10% are gonna want kitchen, 10% are gonna want laundry, and 10% are gonna want the sauna, and they're gonna stay from 1 to 4 days. Okay, so we have this person can go right here. Let's maybe build one room here. This person's gonna want this room. This is crazy. Definitely like a Tetris here. But you gotta be mindful of what you want. Okay, this person wants one of those rooms. I'm considering putting a second or another room like this here. Yeah, we want a... Okay, yeah, we definitely need to do this. And we could have there. So they're going to be finished. Maybe we could do 1 and 2. So those are working on being built. No, we don't have that one. So we're just going to flip this and put it right there. Yeah, sir, we're just waiting on this to be built. Yeah, I was considering building that there anyway. This room can go there. They're almost out of this one. So I should be able to get both of these up here. A little bit more patience in Cleveland, apparently. There we go. Okay, let's, yeah, add you up there. This room, they are cleaning your room right now, sir. There you go. All right, ma'am, they are cleaning your room. Okay, there is wave 1 complete. This looks like we have 9 waves and we get maybe a cash bonus on 2, 4, 6, and 8. Here we got looks like parking. Some guests need a place to park their car. Such guests have this icon. Let's build an underground parking lot. To do this, we first need to extend the elevator shaft below. Oh, here we can now place the parking lot. One cell contains enough for 3 cars. Okay, so I might get it doesn't tell us how many people are going to need to park. Okay, so we have 36% are going to want vertical, 29% horizontal, 14% T and inverted L, and 17% balcony. We're going to have 20 guests and then 10 each for kitchen, laundry, and sauna. I kind of like to have another... I don't have another room, so let's... Hold on, let's build another room here and here. Yeah, and I'm not gonna worry about parking. Oh, we need... Oh, that's gonna be expensive. Okay. Move that one there. I do have plenty of rooms available. Do we have? Yes, we do have those. I really need more than one balcony, but I think that's possibly one of the rare requests that we're going to have to accommodate. Probably need to have a faster dish. Okay, so probably based off of my prediction is basically based off of what level you're picking. That's going to determine what your rooms are, what guest rooms you have. Whereas like the service rooms might always be the same. Do we have one? Yes, we do. No, I don't. But we can push this. No, I don't need to upgrade that. I want to put one of those, and there can go there. Yeah, by the time that one gets built. Okay. Had that one done. All right. There's that one. Oh, we get $1,300 bonus. That's actually pretty good. So for wave 3, yeah, it's only 6% are going to want that balcony. So as long as they're not like right next to each other, we should be able to accommodate that fine with just the one. So 38% are going to want vertical, 26 horizontal, 12 T and inverted L. And then we're going to have this room that is 2 on one floor and 3 on the top floor, renting for 7 days. 1 to 7 days, the balcony, and then 10 for amenities with 25. So I actually need to build one of these. We're gonna have to do, I think, this one and here, which means we're gonna need to go up 1. And we'll have to do one like that. Hopefully I won't have that many that want that particular room size. Here's the first one that's balcony, and they want the car. So yeah, they've got a little car spot there. And you see there's 1, 2, 3. They also want a car. What are my reviews? Came here to see the surroundings, but the weather was awful, so I spent a lot of time in the awesome hotel. I liked it. The guy at the reception is so handsome. Where can I get his phone number? I would say get a room, but that's kind of the point. Yeah. Don't harass workers like that. They're there to do a job, not pick up guests. Ah, we do have. So yeah, it looks like it's a 2-room suite. That was a 1 guy staying in a 2-room suite. You do not need that much space. I know we're fixing to, let's maybe have another car spot. I only see a whole bunch of people wanting all these amenities. Yeah, it's only like 10%, so I'm not gonna worry too much. Well, they want, so we can go ahead and spend a little bit to get that going. Where's my porter? My porter's up there. Let's get the speed up twice. So yeah, we've got 4. So yeah, let's go ahead and do 1 more parking spot there. I think that should hopefully accommodate all of the parking that we need. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I need... If I do 1 here, 3 there, I could build a balcony there. Hold on. If I just need to build it 1 up, I believe. And then I would just need that. Okay. There we go. Yeah, they just, as long as they weren't overlapping stays, that would have been fine. Let's... Yeah, a lot of my, okay, they want one of these rooms, so let's go ahead and build one of those. And then I need to hire a second maid. And that's wave 3. All right, so wave 4, we need 30% vertical, 24% horizontal, 18% for the T and inverted L, 5% for that 5 room, and then the balcony, 10 each for the amenities, and they're going to stay 1 to 10 days. We have 30 guests. Ooh, we're gonna need either another capacity or $600, which I don't have, so they're just gonna have to wait. Hopefully they don't get upset. I'm probably gonna get dinged on my reviews for that. I think I will survive. About to have one here. I'm trying to save up for a second maid, and I need 400 for that. So we'll put them there, and they can go there. Does that give me that? No, that's nowhere near 400. That's the weirdest shape room. Yeah, I don't have... Okay, so there. Oh, this can go either way. Oh, now we've got that room's available. Let's do that. Okay, let's get a second maid. Even though we really don't need it right now. Probably need a second porter is what we need. But after this one, I should have money for finishing this this wave. And once I finish this wave and I get that bonus of money, I can get another porter. Yeah, if we do that, we could actually get another, yeah, we could get another balcony over on this side. How much is a second porter? Oh, and a second porter is only 300. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a second porter. That way we can have 2 people running food and laundry. So my next improvement will probably then be getting an elevator. Don't know how much longer that's going to be. They just got there. Ooh, that's not... And they're going to stay 9 days. We could do... Not enough money. I need 1 more person to stay. That's not what I needed. Okay, I need 1 more person to stay. Yeah, these are... Two out of 4. Okay, we've got this one. Okay, I can put this one. I can build this one. I can get them in. At this rate, this one's probably going to go here. There we go. You can go there. Or no, right here. Right here. That one go there. They need their laundry, but... Yeah, well, gotta put there. I've got to get this one in. This is like the last guy, and I don't know how much longer these people are gonna be. If it was only gonna be like another day, I just let it go. But it could potentially be 6-7 days. So let's go ahead. This might get a hit on my reception. There. Yeah, that was the last one. But we didn't miss anyone, and we did get a huge wave bonus. 1430, settled 30. Okay. For wave 5, we're gonna have 35 guests, 28% vertical, 23% horizontal, 17% in a T, 16% in an inverted L, 11% in that weird 2-story room, or the 5-block room, and then 5 in the balcony, 10% of each of the amenities, and renting for 1 to 12 days. 35 guests. I want to... There we go. That at least gets 2 elevators going. Okay, I gotta see how much longer that person's gonna be. This one. Go there. Can someone please get them their laundry? Okay, I guess I have to do that. Can we? Okay, it's not letting me build those. Can I build? It's letting me build that. I don't know what their deal is. Hold on, let's do... No. This. And this one. Yeah, these people are not going to be happy. I've almost got it, though. There. Finally. Okay. There. Never do that again. Sometimes when we have to do that. We'll put it here. Yeah, this one I felt like it was a hodgepodge. I'd really like... I'm hoping... Because I think there's a sandbox for this. I am hoping that there's a sandbox level that is basically like Sim Tower, where you have like access to everything and you can just go crazy. I haven't looked to see if there is a sandbox, but I would absolutely love that. Please tell me I have one. Why? Okay, I've got one that's almost available. I mean, do I seriously need to have... I swear, okay. I swear every economic game, every game that's like kind of like got a tycoon whatever to it, is secretly a math game. And I was thinking about this because I was been watching like horror, because it's October when I'm recording this, and every horror game is an escape room. Okay, this one will be available soon. Put them down there. These people need to go a little bit faster. Oh, this one. It'll be 520 to get another made. I might need to do that. I know this person's like, I was here first. Why is my room not clean? Well, because I was not aware that I was going to have this many of your room type. Because again, math. You're going to think like, okay, what percentage of the game is going to be wanting which one? So if you got like 43%, you got 35 people, you can do math and figure that out. All right, there is the wave completed for 5. So next wave we'll get a bonus of, we got a bonus of 35, it looks like. We'll get a bonus for some more money. It'd be nice if we had like a cooldown period too between. Yeah, so here we go. We've got 26% are going to want that vertical. And we have 19% are going to want the horizontal, 19% the T, 18% are going to want that L, and 40% are going to, or 12% are going to want the crazy one. So I'm going to take 40 times 0.2. It's 4.8. I know, I probably could have just done, I didn't probably need the calculator. So that means I'm going to have approximately 4 to 5, probably 4 to 5 guests in total are going to want this room. Okay, I think I can handle that. And then we're going to have 6 here, or 6%, and then 10 for amenities and rent of 1 to 14 days. Don't quite have a room available right. I have 1, 2, 3. Well, if I do this, that should be plenty. Where's that one? I was like, I don't have a room for that one. Well, let me try having that out. Okay, I think I should have one of these rooms available. Yeah, this room's going to be available pretty soon. So see, I didn't really need to build that. This one, we'll put them there, here. And we'll put them over there. Okay, so if I can get a break, because what I've been trying to do is get another balcony. But I don't think I really need the balconies. Or need another balcony, I should say. Where did my mouse go? There it is. You know, let's, if we're going to do this, let's increase those, because we're starting to make some money, some decent money, and we're gonna get a sizable bonus. We should here. We can increase this capacity. We'll increase that capacity. I don't think. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll put them in there. So that gives us room to do 2, and then we'll try to come in here and maybe try to improve the kitchen next, I think. Yeah, I can definitely hear some of the same sound effects from Flight Corp, which is a really fun game. And they also recently came out, I think it was earlier this year, they came out with a DLC. It was called The American Dream, that deals with, so you're Flight Corp, you're going through and you're making basically a survival of, you're going through and adding in cities and trying to not let airports get overloaded and stuff. So I usually like to play more of the free play where, you know, you can, it doesn't like it slows down traffic, but you don't like, it doesn't end the game if you don't have one yet. Now we can put one over here, but it basically has the exact same the same sound effects. Look at that. Now we got 3 of these stupid. Put you there. You there. Do we have another one? We do have another one. And we'll put you right there. I feel like we might need another. There we go. Let's maybe get another 2 parking. I don't think it penalizes you for how far they have to travel on the floor. Just they have to get to the floor. There's that one. Yeah, I'm not so sure I like this level per se. I like the rooms. I like some aspects of it. I just don't like the forced start of build this here, build this here, build this here. I'm hoping eventually I'm going to get to the point where, you know, I can put the receptionist over here if I wanted to. Or even better, put the receptionist like one over and then put the elevator so it's all on the edge. And then I can just gradually build out my building. Of course, the downside to that is that any of the balconies would have to be on one side. Can we let's add capacity and speed up the dishes. No, I can't afford anything. So, yeah, those 2 are going to have to be it. Because I've been trying to get, I don't know how long. That's going to stress me out. This is probably also one of the last. It's going to end up being like the last person I put in. Oh, no, this person's about to, they've got one more day. I think I've got time. This one's fixing to get cleaned. Yeah, I think this might be the last 2 people. I could do 1, 2, 3. I could do it over here, but I would have to have 1, 2, 3, and then I need $200 more dollars to put another balcony. So I'll do that. I might have room. I would love the ability to... Okay, I need to get more parking too. I would love the ability to tell my maids, prioritize this room. Clean this room first. There. Wave 7 completed. That gets me $1,740. But I had 40 settled in. All right. So we have wave 7, 50 guests, 24 vertical, 18 horizontal, 18 with the T and L, 11% of those big rooms and 11% of the balconies. Renting from 1 to 16 days, 10% of each of the amenities. Before anything is that, let's go ahead and put that there, there, and there. And then let's go ahead and add in a couple more. Let's just go ahead. You know what? Let's just go ahead and finish out the row of parking. Yeah, this just feels like the worst game of Tetris for me. I like things neat and orderly, lined up, patterns. And this level, I could not do it, which is why I'm like, eh. There's one of those L's. Okay, I've got several rooms. Let's we could get 3 dishes. What if we get another porter? Do I have any one of these that are fixing to go? This one's about to be available. They can wait. I probably need to plan on building one more of these rooms. If I do that, yeah, they're gonna have to go in there. Yeah, remember when the T's were the most difficult ones to accommodate? I want to go back to that time. And we need another balcony. Which, honestly, okay, if we do... No. We have to do this. And then that. And then that. Talk about spending all my money. Hold on. This person can go there. Of course, you want balcony stuff. Here. And we'll just get one of these. Okay. There's that one. Okay, I have got to figure out the easiest way to do it is if you do like this, and then you can put the balcony there, but that doesn't leave me with enough money. By the time I figure this out, there's going to be a balcony that's going to be available. You know what? If I just do this, screw it. I'll just, yeah. They should be close. Yeah, we've got another 5-star review. It's just the checking in is the only thing that's dinging me. I'm fine with that. Oh, you know what? If we could do this. Yeah, we'll do that. Balcony. They will be available soon-ish. Or this person. Can I take a loan? Okay. I need... Okay, so if we do that, we can put that. Nope. Don't have the money for the elevator. Yeah, that one's almost available. This one, yeah, I'll be fine for balconies. Problem is that these guys want to just hog their rooms. This one's fixing to be available. Okay, just one then. There, have fun. See, and this one would need... I would need one here. Here. And I will be able to add another... Oh, but then I've got to... Oh, wait, I've actually got room for that. I'll be able to do another balcony up here, and then I just gotta work my way over there. It's a lot of people waiting for the elevator. Oh, because I can't get all the way up there at a time. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get dinged on the elevator too. I'll live. Oh no, I'm not. I'm actually not. I mean, when it moves, when you get in it, it's actually going pretty fast. See, that one goes there. And then we'll put... I need that. So I need $200 more. We're in wave 7. So I'll probably be able to finish this out in by wave 9, I hope. There we go. And it looks like maybe one more. There we go. And I've actually got someone. There we go. Wave 7 completed. We got $50. Woo. Wave 8, 55. 10 each for the amenities, rent 1 to 18 days. 26 for vertical, 17 for horizontal and T, 16 for the L, 16 for the 5, and 8% for the balcony. So good thing that I'm adding another balcony. I just gotta be able to afford it now. That is as high as I need to go. Now I just need to build out the buildings. These people never heard of stairs. Yeah, so if we can do that one. We can get do a 1. And then I just need a 2. That's really, oh, I was wondering how many floors we had. 19, it's right there. There we go. That gets us one more. It gives us one more balcony. So it gives us a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 3 on each side. Yeah, if I see that I have someone waiting for the sauna, then I might consider increasing that if I have money. And let's see, yeah, we're still doing good. Actually, what I could do is I could have a vertical here and another balcony right there. Go ahead and put someone up in that one. Let's increase the capacity to 6 there. And this one, I need at least 200. There. How much is it gonna cost? $260 to increase that. So fortunately, I think the parking's good. I wonder if... I don't see anybody waiting here. Put them in that room. I feel like maybe having another maid might be helpful. But I don't think that I have necessarily a bunch of people that are like checking out every single day. I know when I stay at a hotel, I actually will put out the sign that basically says like, hey, they don't need to change the sheets every single day. I don't change my sheets every single day at home. If all I'm doing is staying for like a couple nights, I can handle, you know, sleeping on sheets that I slept on the night before, or, you know, even, I know, shock, reuse my bathroom towel. Yeah, we're gonna add an extra amenity there. I really probably should have spent that on getting another maid, but I think we're good on maids. Okay, do I have... They're almost done, so we'll have that. Maybe getting another elevator? An elevator is going to be almost $1,000 though. There you go. Yeah, okay, now we can't... Do I want another maid? No, I think the elevator, given how far up we are, I think having a third elevator to be able to go up and down. Yeah, I've got plenty of unoccupied rooms. How much do I need? $990. Almost. A few more and I should be able to get it. maybe. Oh, there we go. We'll get another one and then we can start to improve on that one. Okay, balcony, yes. And they're staying for 18 days. Well, they're out for the rest of that. That one's out for the rest of the thing. But I've got another balcony here. Let's see. There's that one. That's gonna be 260 to increase the speed of that. Yeah, this one. So we'll do that. Okay, that one. Yeah, usually I've got like these ones down here that I keep forgetting about. What's been food delivery? Okay, so I need to, great stuff. I'd like to thank the manager for helping me set the temperature in the AC, but you only gave me a 1.3. Oh no, that's the thing. They took their sweet time cooking and delivering my food order. The dish was already cold when I got it. So why'd you order a hot dish? Why didn't you order the sandwich? Okay, I guess. I mean, ideally, I guess if I had another kitchen staff somewhere. But I think I'll just deal with the low review. You know, not every game has to have a perfect rating. Sometimes it's, did I pass? Besides, I think if it goes based off of what the how the last one did in Kansas, the rating system is what everything gets multiplied by. The hotel will test your patience. The check-in wait is too long. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That one, we should be only getting like a couple more. Yeah, I really need to get the speed of the dish down. I think that might be my next big expenditure. Should have like one more. Wave 8 completed. Yeah, 1655. So I got cash bonus. Wave 9, we're gonna have 60 yes, 25% vertical, 20% of horizontal and T, 15% of L, 10% of the 5-block one, and 10% are going to want the balcony. I could do that without a calculator. That is 6 are going to want these. I think I actually have. I will not have to use the same balcony twice. 10% on each of the amenities, and they're going to stay 1 to 20 days. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 of them open up there. So that should be fine. This, we're going to lower that down. 30 seconds a dish. I like that it highlights the room because then you can see and just know where to drag it. .1, yeah, they're just... In fairness, there were a few customers that, or a few guests that did have to wait because I needed the room to be available, and I didn't have a room. Capacity. I'm gonna do dish prices low. I like to have a little bit of income, a little bit in the bank. Because on the one hand, I'd really like to get another porter. Should I get another porter? Yeah, let's go ahead and get another porter. And then we're going to kind of bank a little bit here. But that should hopefully help with getting this food out. There you go. Oh, no. I missed. There was one time when I was talking last time about having upgrades. There was one time I got upgraded on a hotel. I was staying I went on a business trip and it was just me, and the person at the desk was like, "Oh, we can upgrade you." And what it was is because I was by myself, they upgraded me to a suite that actually had a kitchenette. That was like more for like a long-term stay, but it had a single king-size bed. I think it was a king, versus 2 queens. And I figured because they probably upgraded me because I was by myself. I only needed 1 bed, and they had other guests that were coming that actually needed 2 beds. So, you know, upgrade me to a room, and that freed up a room for another guest. All these upper rooms are like empty. here. I wonder if it's going to introduce the mechanic of having like rowdy guests or something that you have to evict. Another hotel stay I was at, we almost got another group evicted because it was some sports team, and the kids that were on the team they were being, I mean, it was like 8, 9 p.m. Like it was late. It was probably after 9, and the kids were like running up and down the hallway. They were banging stuff on the floor that was reverberating into our room. And then the adults were basically sitting outside of their room, because it was we had like a balcony on the interior, and the adults were just sitting outside. They'd brought like the little chairs or something. They'd brought them outside, and they were just sitting there out on what would be in front of their room, talking, and they weren't in hushed whispers. It was like, and it finally got to the point where it's like 10. We called the front desk, and we're just like, yeah, they're being loud. And the front desk agent came up and was like, yeah, we've had a noise complaint, and y'all need to y'all either need to find someplace else, but you can't do that here. I think we're just waiting on, let's speed this up a little bit. I think it's 1, 2, 3. No. And there is wave 9 completed. So that one, the last wave, if you've built it up, it's just a matter of getting through and finding a room. But we have finished Cleveland. And then server connection errors just because I'm playing offline. Okay, so we get an upgrade. I forget if this was refund upon demolition. I haven't really demolished anything, but that's because I haven't really been using that. Or patience, I guess. I think this would be more because my strategy is more of, hey, I can let you go through and I can get you a room and I don't have to build one if they'll wait just a little bit longer. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And up next we have Montreal, which is all the way over here. It's actually off screen. So with that, thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day and see you next time.